What's good? What's popping? And welcome back to I Do It Myself. So, yo, Friday, Grande. What's going on with y'all? How y'all feeling? I want to tell y'all if you're watching this, that means I'm already in Miami hosting Rolling Loud this weekend. Me, Speedy Mormon, few new hosts that I never gotten a chance to meet yet. But this weekend is going to be a dope weekend. I think that you could watch it on Prime, you know what I mean? Amazon Prime. So make sure y'all tune in. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be hosting the Rolling Loud stream. I'm going to have fun. This is what festival? I did Dreamville this year, did Camp Flognaw, did Louisiana. Now we doing Rolling Loud. Make sure y'all tune in. But today, we talking about, first we talking about 50 Cent, but we're gonna get to Drake's Opp List. So a Twitter user made a Opp list that Drake has all these ops, and we're gonna talk about it in a second. But first off, let's talk about 50 Cent. So 50, you know what I mean? He stopped at Big Boy in the morning, and shouts out to Big Boy, man. Big Boy is a legend. I gotta salute the people who do good work over time because there's so many people that say, yo, well, why the hell does he still have a job? Why is he still doing this? Or why ain't they making room for these new? I gotta salute people like Big Boy because Big Boy's his platform holds integrity. It's not no BS. It's all about good conversation, and you get conversations with people that you don't usually see. But this time he's talking to 50 Cent. So they talk about a lot of different things. But two of the things that stuck out, I mean, one of them is going viral, but the other one that stuck out for me was, he had asked 50, did he lose any battles? And of course, you know the response, right? But let's check out this clip. Y'all can watch it, and then we're going to talk about what 50 says after this.
Any battle that you felt like you've lost or wasn't as victorious?
Nah.
Yeah.
I've had the artists have things, moments. Like they did something, I was like, oh, that was good.
Right.
What are some of those?
Yeah. So what did you see that you was like, oh yeah, that was a good one right there?
In between time, like, what's the name? The Jadakiss, he had put out some things.
On you?
Yeah, while we was back. And look, he could really rap. Like, certain part, look big. Even if the format didn't put it in a song, to make it feel like it's a problem.
Right.
What you said landed. Like, I heard him was like, oh, yeah.
Was it Checkmate? The song called Checkmate?
Not that one. He had a few pieces.
He's bringing up shit, huh?
They can't, no, you got certain guys that they really know how to rap. Like, they really know how to do things. They may not be the best song writers, like just create the song structure for it and everything else, and pick the right production and everything else to make it.
So, right, interesting conversation to hear 50 say that he's never lost a battle. I think 50 judges battles based on like who's the number one guy at the time. It's not about the conversation, it's about the numbers. And in the early 2000s, of course, this nigga was the top selling artist, selling 1 million records first week. Then remember the back and forth. Well, not the back and forth, but the battle, which was like the real battle where him and Kanye, with Graduation came out and the Curtis album came out. Kanye spanked him by like a good 350,000, I think. I think Kanye has sold around like 950, sold 7, or was it like 1 million? I can't remember exactly the numbers, but I know that 50 lost that one. But when it comes to the rap shit, yes, he lost to Jadakiss and D-Block in them. And it was interesting to see 50 say something like this, only because it's like I always wanted to know what he thought, right? Like when you hearing these bars or you hearing these disses, you want to know what they think outside of the response records. So 50, he this Jadakiss, Fat Joe. Of course, he still was going at Ja Rule during Piggy Bank, and he said that he had Jadakiss dressed as like a Ninja Turtle in the Piggy Bank video. But my favorite diss, it wasn't because everybody says Checkmate, and my favorite diss wasn't Checkmate from Jadakiss. My favorite joint was Problem Child, especially the part when he said, "Whenever we bump heads, since you like keeping people with you, get you a hospital with bunk beds." A lot of y'all might be young, a lot of y'all might have not been buying those K Slay and DJ Clue and DJ Envy, yes, DJ Envy tapes back in the mid 2000s, but you could go on YouTube and search it up. Listen to Problem Child. That's a crazy joint. Also, Miss Jackson. Jadakiss and Styles is on Problem Child. And they took the beat to 50's Problem Child, which is a classic record. But I think 50's rebuttal was I Love New York, him and Tony Ayo. And I do like the beat to I Love New York. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I live in CT, little nigga, but I run New York. Like, it was just him talking shit. One more word out your mouth. I push Styles shit back because Styles was signed to Interscope at the same time as 50 and them, and Jadakiss was over at, where was he at? Was he at Interscope at that time? Or I think he might have went to Def Jam. No, he went to Def Jam after that, but he was at Interscope as well via Rough Riders. But it was good to see 50, you know what I'm saying, say some kind things about the diss records that Jadakiss put up. But also, you know, if you didn't know about another diss record that 50 dissed Jay-Z on because of all this Jay-Z stuff that's going on, check out Be a Gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Be a Gentleman by 50 Cent. That's another one where 50 gets at Jay. But now, you know, Big Boy asked the question to he asked the question to Jay, well, I say Jay, to 50 about what what's his name? What's the difference between Ja Rule and Drake and what Drake is going through right now? And this is what 50 had to say, and he brought up the Opp List, the infamous Opp List that everybody is like deep diving on. Let's check that scene out right quick.
This is the op page.
Right.
He was just winning consistently more than everybody else in the culture. And then these people start to turn into people that feel like they're ops all over the page, big. Because they keep watching them win. And then you go, I want this thing forever, man.
Right.
I'm not sure you can have it forever.
Right.
Not forever.
Do you ever get like not?
So, all right. I mean, when I seen this shit, I was like, who made this, right? But a Twitter user, a Drake fan page by the name of Drake Debate made this Opp List. And first of all, this takes a lot of time and effort to think about everybody Drake potentially has a problem with or had problems with in the past, go through all the names and create a list. But shouts out to my bro, the company man. He made the list as well. I was really surprised to see that. But let's go through it, right? So, of course, you got the typicals, the Kanyes, and I think it's in alphabetical order. I don't have it listed in alphabetical order on my Mac. But you got Meg Thee Stallion. You got Lil Yachty. Why the hell is Lil Yachty on this list? You know what I'm saying? Like that's gotta bug the fuck out. But you got LeBron in this list. I am curious to know what LeBron and Drake's relationship is now that you know, the pop out happened. Braun was there. Braun has been seen numerous times, like rapping lyrics from Kendrick's songs. But as a basketball player, can he not like music? I mean, even if it is dissing somebody that you do got love for and has been around you, I'm just curious to know like what type of situation that they was in or they had after the fact of the pop out and all of that shit. Like, have they spoken to each other? Because doesn't Drake have a LeBron tattoo or some shit like that? I mean, it makes it kind of weird, but then you got O'Shea Jackson, Peter Rosenberg, which Peter Rosenberg, let me tell you something about Peter Rosenberg. Peter Rosenberg is a good guy, but I think it's very like, it's funny how Peter Rosenberg gets to talk about a lot of different subjects. Well, I will say that Peter Rosenberg is a super hip hop head, and I'm not going to dispute him on that. But I do just think I would love to have a conversation with Rosenberg regarding, you know, how conversations are able to be had concerning, you know, certain things when it comes to him and how we can have the same conversations when we criticize in certain things in different cultures. I would love to know what he thinks about that. One day, hopefully, I get that convo with him. You got Pharrell, but I mean, do they really have a problem? Is in the proximity of Pusha T. Pharrell is a peaceful dude. Playboy Cardi, that bugged me out. Um, let's see, Rihanna's on here. Rockefeller. Rockefeller don't even exist, but I guess, you know what I mean? Rockefeller, Roddy Rich, Rory, Russell Westbrook, Schoolboy Q, Ryan Nice, um, Screwface Jean, a YouTuber, Serena Williams. I was like, Serena Williams, but then I forgot that he used to mess with Serena back in the days. Absol, Adidas. Adidas is like, okay, he was supposed to get the Adidas sneaker as per Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to get the Adidas sneaker, and Pusha kind of killed this whole rollout with the story of Addy Don. Ebro, Elliot Wilson, Future, Hit a J3, Jack Dorsey. Yo, I listen. I wonder what sometimes what Drake thinks about, like, of course he knows that he has a fan base that loves and will protect him at all times. But I wonder what he thinks of when people do shit like this. Cause while there is people on this list that he probably can't stand and they can't stand him, right? Like, does he even think that far into it? Does he see these people as necessarily ops? And I don't think that, like, at this point in time in his career that, like, he could even have an op just for the route that he's taken. Is Universal Music Group on here? I don't know. I only got half of the list, but I just think that, like, oh yeah, you got DeMar DeRozan on here, Donald Glover. I just think that, like, certain shit is just foolish. People take it a little bit too far. This is the first time we're ever seeing beefs like this, and due to the lawsuit, I don't know if we'll ever see another battle that matters, right? I think that we will see battles, but like, there's never been no rules and parameters when it came to battle rap, when it came to diss songs or diss records or no holds barred, gloves off type shit. Like it's never been that, but I'm curious to see how it's gonna go in the future. That's a whole nother story. But we do have some Jay-Z news, right? So Roger Goodell, you know what I mean? The NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, says their relationship with Rock Nation is not changing amid the Jay-Z allegations. So he's quoted saying, "We are aware of the civil allegations against Jay-Z's really strong response to that. We know the litigation is happening now. So from our standpoint, our relationship is not changing with them, including our preparation for the Super Bowl." And that right there, I don't know what it should tell you. Um, Again, I can see from my last 2 episodes that there are tons of people who believe that Jay-Z is the predator that this Jane Doe and Busby is making him out to be. But now that, he isn't losing a situation, because that was the thing. That's the conversation that's been going on online and shit, right? Like, oh nah, now that oh yeah, they finally got him. They finally got to him. He's about to fall. Think about the clip. Rock Nation will crumble. Rock Nation will fall. Like, think about all of that. People been running with those memes for a week now. How does this make y'all feel? The ones who believe that, this suit is strong, the ones that believe that Jay-Z will have to pay for this suit. It's not a criminal suit, so he's not going to jail. He's not under prosecution. But the ones who are making all these allegations that other victims may exist and all of that, how do y'all feel that a major organization like the NFL is still supporting Rock Nation and their efforts to still build out the Super Bowl and the partnership that they have? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be greeted with the whole, but what about Kaepernick? Well, and I'll do it myself when it came to the whole Kaepernick situation, but I felt like this. I don't think that people who say they supported Kaepernick as much as they do, they really didn't support him the way they say. I remember when let's look it up right quick. Colin Kaepernick, Air Force One. I remember these was supposed to sell out. These shits is on sale for $109. So, and I'm not saying that to diss Colin Kaepernick, because I think that Colin Kaepernick, he did make a righteous stand when it came to, him kneeling regarding police brutality, but I don't think that there was ever an end game for him. He got benched, he got put out of the league, but he still wanted to compete in this league. He did a whole documentary centered around, his life. Well, a show, it was a sitcom basically, or a series centered around his life and the introduction to it. To me, it was kind of weird. It was just like, how he was comparing the NFL to slavery. But then after that, he tried out and he wanted to play for an NFL team. I just think that Colin Kaepernick never, like, he was like a dog chase. You know that Joker scene in The Dark Knight. I'm like a dog chasing a car. I wouldn't even know what to do if I caught one. When he did get the attention and he did get the limelight, he never really had like an end game in place. It was like, yo, I still want to play in the NFL, but why would you want to play for an organization that you feel is so evil? And I might get greeted with that. The people that say, well, the NFL is evil anyway. But regardless, I mean, I don't control any of this shit that's happening. It's going down regardless. The Super Bowl is going to happen. Kendrick Lamar's still going to perform. Drake's suit is still being pushed through, you know what I mean, against Universal Music Group regarding, you know what I mean, the Not Like Us record and them going after Spotify. I'm surprised that Apple is not named in there. I'm surprised that Amazon Music or Tidal or any other DSP is not named in there. It's just like a Spotify thing. But it was pushed on every single streaming platform to be such a big record. I don't know. iHeartRadio is in there. I don't know. But I'll tell y'all this is I do it myself. Like I said, Monday, I'm not gonna be able to give y'all a Monday episode because I'm coming back from Rolling Loud that day, and I have some business to attend to. I got booked for something else, so I'm gonna be working. But I think I may, if I'm not too tired, I will get on stream so I could just recap everything regarding Rolling Loud, how the weekend went, and y'all could just kick it with y'all. For the ones that rock with me, you know how we doing. For the ones that don't, eventually y'all will. And y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe, man. Stay around y'all loved ones and take y'all asses home after y'all do whatever it is that y'all doing. Peace.